¿Qué tal, players? ¿Cómo estamos? Seguimos con la segunda parte de esta saga de episodios de Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. Tengo planeado para esta horita de juego llegar al castillo, tomar misiones. Como recuerdan, que les dije el capítulo anterior, yo ya había pasado, ya pasé esto. Entonces, claro, me gustaría pasarlo rápido, pero tampoco negarles a ustedes la historia. Así que voy a ir avanzando rapidito, como lo haría yo jugando solo, pero dejando ahí unos minutos los textos y todo eso. Pero muérete, bicho. A dormir. Ajá. Igual como les había contado anterior, les decía que la cocina en esta parte es, en este juego, una parte igual súper importante. Porque te ayuda a que no te maten en las peleas, a donde regeneras HP por segundo. Te permite un poco no ser tan dependiente de las pociones, porque las pociones sí que son difíciles de hacer. Hierro muy útil.
Oi, oi, when you can take the other side. More for me then. This spot's
Chucha. Ay, se me había olvidado. Todavía no agacho muy bien qué es eso. Un cuervo gigante. Claramente. Esos son como puntos de viaje rápido, por si acaso. Perdón. Ahí sí.
Off the leash, are we? They must have had their fun. Who had you as their plaything? The judge? The druids? But it does. I'm Abigail, a knight. I swore my sword to my lady until she had no more use. Now, I walk alone. But it... You look wretched, and you smell like death. I've seen people like you before. If you've had enough of it all, you lived like a cur, but you could die like a knight. Just say the word. Yes.
Ese tipo está muy fuerte todavía. Demasiado fuerte. Dos cuernos creo que se llama este castillo. Un castillo, ¿cierto? Los Cuernos del Sur.
In the name of the old mother, what are you doing? Wait. Not. I'm not. All right, true. Why didn't you, eh? You could have killed me. So you're not one of them bandits, then? Who are you, huh? This pit. But I remember. Oh, yes, I remember now. Please speak with Fergus. He's our quartermaster. Have a pleasant. Open it up, boys.
Y aquí empezamos a tomar misiones.
Oh, a new face. It's always nice to see someone. Yes, my apologies. You see, all we got. I can live with all the bullshit that's thrown at us soldiers, and I'd kill for us. As if it were that easy. And Rorik, the one we have here, well, he says we're soldier. Really?
Cocinar. No la puedo hacer todavía. Me falta un huevo. ¿Qué más tenía misión por acá?
All mother's tits. I've just about had it with this bunch of repressed virgins. And who might you be? Oh, do I now? You would be too if you had to deal with those. Don't look at me like that. You don't get as far in life as I have if you. There's something fishy going on here. But I'll get to the bottom of it. Straight to the point, huh? Don't worry, I'll pay you. And who knows, you might even get a discount on my wear. I just need you to go to Brandon and find out why that slime ball is pretending not to know I'm. Although I'm pretty sure he knows this already. You don't know? He's the captain of this entire circus. I thought since they let you in, you must have an in with him. But it turns out you know even less than I do. There's something going on, you know? They don't want anybody to know, but I can feel it. Then suddenly I found myself stuck here. They won't let me further in, not even to set up camp in the village. But they won't let me out either. Anyway, good luck to you. Come and visit if you need. Name's Orla. I'm a merchant. Or I try to be. What was I
Dejo
thinking?
ahí unos segundos para los que quieren leer.
Should have stayed there. You've never been to the merchant capital? Well, you didn't miss much. Yes, it's rich and extra. Other than that, it's a place like any other. The same pain and misery. Or, well, maybe it is, if you... I have no home in Timberwall. I feel like every time I go back, I recognize it. Business is slow, I'm not gonna lie. With the weirdness, but I don't know. Not really. It's more of a requirement. Oh, love, plenty. And almost none of them. It was a small settlement, just a few houses. There was this odd, bitter, or so we thought. Until a man who tried to chop off his legs after they started sprouting antlers. Another one who gouged his eyes out, so he wouldn't have to look at his child. A woman in the farthest corner of the settlement managed to stab herself in the heart before... I almost dropped it all and ran back to Timberwall that day. I'm still not sure... You do realize you won't score any... Those holier-than-thou soldier boys have no idea what it takes to be a merchant in this SAR. All right. A woman named Nest has my cargo. I don't know where she is. And yes, you'll get paid.
Ya, tenía algo para vender, no me acuerdo. Sí. Ajá. Son cosas que voy a guardar para vender después.
Let me guess. Camelot, no? Timber, you must be from Quanacht. Nowhere? Never heard about it. Must be a shithole like no other. And You know, people are talking about... And that whole plague thing is just a tool to And to be honest, it's not gone too bad. Well, sure. They want to establish a new order. Maybe. Maybe our captain. Although when I look at you, I don't think so. Yep. You see? It takes one to know one. And that means we're just pawns. Folks like us won't change anything. That's the case. Those sons of bitch, they kinda blend in and live among us. Wait a minute. I'm not suggesting anything here. It doesn't make sense that the plague appeared just like that. Power over us, of course. Over our bodies and souls. Over Avalon. Over the whole damn course of his... You know, I've been thinking lately. What? You know, one story for everyone. They drilled it into our heads. And drilled and drilled. You finally get it.
Acá.
Welcome! In the name of our eternally reigning Majesty King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Tables, I am obliged to... As Camelot's representative, I will be paying a bounty of 10 gold pieces for the death of each bandit. I also recommend checking the bounty board for information on wanted criminals, especially those considered particularly dangerous. Please, state your business. That's correct. My name is Lillian. I was sent here from the capital to see how the Horns of the South are handling the bandit problem, and also to encourage the keepers to fight. The situation with the Pict and Del Rita savages is precarious. Too bad we can't get rid of them as easily as we did with the Druids. There have also been rumors that we might... There are rumors that the Rita tribes want to unite, and that would mean open war with Camelot. As for those Pict savages, they've been growing bold, leaving their forest.
Le subí un poquito el volumen al micrófono. No, creo que fue demasiado. 1, 2, 3. 1 por ahí.
Well, you've probably heard about the Druids making human sacrifices by... Well, the people decided to give them a taste of their own medicine. Oh, how they must have howled and sizzled. Most of them. The survivors have supposedly taken refuge with savages in the wood, and one of them is rumored to be hiding in the Horns area. But whether that was before or after... His name was Slaudyard. He was lurking near Blood Lake, a small pond where they used to throw the bodies. They say he would fish them out and use his magic to turn them into hunt. The Horns organized a manhunt. They found him, and people say that the moment his body touched the surface of Blood Lake, the water turned red and it's been scarred. Some say that Slaudyard came back from the dead and seeks revenge. But if you ask me, I don't really have much more to tell. It's hard to get any updates here, which Morgaine would have been, and then we have the commoners who seem to keep forgetting their place. None so far. The keepers don't want to risk. Besides, the captain banned them from leaving the Horns of the South. Well, Camelot would send he'd probably burn down half the garrison. By the way, did you know that people who are hanged rarely die from strangulation? Usually the sudden jolt causes the backbone to snap, which separates the head from the body. A while ago I saw someone hanged in the village, and it's true. One snap, and it's done. No matter what you say about him, he's very efficient. Brutal, even. Oh, sure, plenty. Did you know that apparently if you cut off someone's head, they don't die? If someone dies in a damp, closed-off space, sometimes, but very rarely, their body... I heard that a body decomposes in water 4 times faster than... I need to think, if I'm... Oh, hey, before you go, I can see the bloodlust in your eyes, you know. It takes one to... If you're seeking scum to slay, you'll find bandits in the ruins of a merchant settlement nearby. It's worth visiting if you haven't already.
Crystal, se me olvidó que quería dejarles que leyeran, o sea, para los que quisieran. Estos son contratos de recompensa de los bandidos. A ver una cosa. No, quería ver si se pueden agrandar las letras. Todas las estatuas al final te dan un nivel de... O sea, la mayoría. Un nivel de habilidad.
Oi, friend. The question. Because he's riveting.
Oh, of course. I forgot to introduce myself.
Oh, not really. Especially since people used to come and go. Now and then a ship would make a stop at the village below. Now that I think of it, you're the first they've let in. Oh, so you have friends in Camelot. Good for you. Of course I do. Those pins are peak craftsmanship. But when I look at you, well,
Hey.
it's pretty obvious you wouldn't be able to beat a knight. And even if you found one, either way, good for you. Yeah, after we lost 2 squads trying to take back the All-Mother, then he shut himself in his office, without leaving us any orders. Virgus is trying to keep the lads occupied, but... sometimes I wonder, you know, how many things can go wrong. It's like we've done something to anger the gods, and they're taking their sweet revenge. First, we started hearing that the weirdness was spreading near Grubwood. Soon after that, we saw way desperate people. Then, the Del Rita tribes took over the All-Mother's temple. And after that, the supply chains from Camelot, and so on and so forth. We're in quite a pickle, my friend. We've started betting on what's going to happen next. Sea monsters? Who knows? Truth be told, most of them are just people desperate to survive. When the villagers started dying out because of the weirdness, hunger, or raids, they lost their livelihoods, ended up with nothing to their names. So they banded together and started raiding whatever was left. Then they turned to killing each other. Yes, that damn forest north of here was already cursed and creepy. But now, they say that some men here started going dark up north. With that, and when the weirdness gets here, well, we're fucked. That's... I don't know. It's hard to explain. They kept to themselves, perched in the mountains near the Forlorn Swords. Then something happened, and suddenly we saw one good thing is that the bandits aren't up to fighting with them. I heard that Dew fell down the stairs and didn't break a single bone. So that's a start. Ha! Friend, I wish. But the only task I can... Unless you're a master goldsmith, then feel free to prove it. There's just not enough of them to go around. Listen, I said I don't have any jobs, as in things I pay you for doing. That doesn't mean I can't teach. Since you're free to wander about while I'm stuck in the keep, you've probably bashed in the skull of a beast or two, right? The alchemist. They're likely snatching up the corpses, using the muck to cook their... But perhaps we should start with some... I'll give you some notes on how to make armor. You get...
Bueno, aquí está la herrería para mejorar los objetos, las reliquias que después se le pueden poner a las armas o a la armadura. Y claro, cuando las armaduras pesan mucho, no te pesa nada. Puedes bajarle el peso a cosa de tener más movimientos de esquiva. Estos movimientos. Acá. Recordar que estamos ayudando al rey Arturo.
This feeling, it was so strong, so real. I remember now, the weight of it, the power. This blade was never just steel. It was a part of me. Yes, the sensation is unmistakable, but it carries more than my soul. It carries a part of my legacy. A sword like that, it doesn't yield easily. It demands strength of body and of will. You'll need to grow stronger before it will choose you.
¿Qué más había? ¡Ay!
Good to see you again. The pledge today was very interesting, wasn't it? The certainty in Quartermaster. So, what do you need this time? The pass again? Are we planning a trip to the Stale Lab? Hey, not this time, my friend. I've run out of ink. I'm waiting for a delivery. In the meantime, I need to ask... You do know it needs to stay between us. Do you Fantastic. So, here's the thing. On a recent night out of wrongs, it seems I may have left some sensitive documents at the bar. Documents, with Captain Fergus' seal. But not necessarily... I can't really go there right now. Could you get them back for... Splendid! When you have the documents, meet me at the third crowing of the rooster. Or just find me. I'll be around.
You all right, newbie? Have you been to see the refugees? I can't believe poor Cole...
Hey, Cole came to us with a group of refugees from some nearby villages. They were looking for bandits, the weirdness, the Del Reader. You'll meet them in the village.
Not long ago, though, Cole started acting very strange. He might have used too much force, and Cole felt compelled to defend himself. Frankly, I think Mahon brought it on himself. They shouldn't have... Wait. I know it's not much, but I'd like her to know.
Ajá.
If you're here to see the healer, don't bother. He's a quack and a butcher who likes to watch people suffer. And I mean it! He's a know-it-all from Camelot, but the truth is, he does... All of those academic types think they're better than us village folk, just because they read a book. We've been getting by just fine without any of their crap. I came to him with a toothache, asked him to make me something for the pain. He said my tooth is rotten, and then sent me to Osbrit to get it pulled out. That, and I wouldn't trust him anywhere near my mouth. Don't get me wrong, Osbrit's a decent blacksmith, but he's no good with teeth. With one lad, it took him 3 tries before he got the right one. I'll stick to my grandma's potion for toothache. Or I would, if Heber took the recipe from me. And even if I had said if I don't know how to make it, I shouldn't have it. And that he doesn't want some questionable homebrew medicine. He says it's no good. Says that if I don't get the tooth pulled out, it'll keep hurting. I told him that's why I need the remedy, to make it stop hurting. You will? Oh, you're a lifesaver. Tooth saver, yeah?
Vamos a guardar algunas cositas. Esto. Las cosas las voy a vender luego. Hola, caballero.
Do I know you? I'm terrible with faces. Either way, glad to make... I'm Jan Heber, a physician raised in Camelot and trained in the Royal Academy. Is some local witchcraft I've been trying to make sense of. Experience is the best teacher. Gran the Mad, a great Camelotian a wise approach, which I follow myself. The pursuit of knowledge is always dangerous. It takes true guts to face the unknown. What irony? Oh, that was unexpected. I was classically trained in the proper art of medicine by the scholars of Camelot. The things they do here, most of this stuff shouldn't even be effective. Shipments from Camelot are late, so I'm running low on supplies. And Fergus doesn't like when people complain, especially when it comes to their health. He truly cares. I don't dream about anything anymore, so sleep feels like a waste of precious time. Fortunately, back in Camelot, I found a mix of remedies that can keep me awake for a whole week. Oh no, every physician needs his secrets. But I can sell you some if you promise not to tell it. You won't fall asleep for a while, but the moment you do, well, you'll feel like you died and came back to life, only to die again. So you either take the next dose, or endure it. I can endure it because I don't have a post to attend to. But our brave soldiers, well... Healing diseases, sometimes cutting people open. Me pulling teeth... Lanzo knows very well what he must do. I'm sorry, but... Yes, his grandma's miracle medicine. I had to confiscate the recipe as well, lest he tries making it... Times in the keep are tough. Everyone is... Honestly, the last thing I need is people... No, I thought I made myself clear. If you want an excuse to, no need to add other potentially dangerous ingredients. Well, to be fair, the base but what if someone decides that if they don't have carnation, it's perfectly fine to substitute it with devil's snare, since the color is, or sage with wolfsbane, because, you know, leaves are leaves. I'm sorry. What? How do you... You know what? Fine. Do whatever you want. But if it causes you to shit yourself for 3 days straight, don't... Why would you, though? Don't you have better things to do? Aha, got it. So you're up for work. Understood. It's a good reason. Well, but all right, if you're a mercenary, then I do have a job for someone who'd be willing to risk their life in exchange for material. Back at the academy, I found a forbidden knowledge. Especially now. I finally deciphered it a little while ago. It describes... I guess you already know what I need you to do. That is an excellent question. But that being will share its great knowledge with... Isn't it obvious? I'm the only medic they have here at the Horns. I'd like to see Fergus's face if... And here I am, thinking that everyone's... At some point, the villagers all around the island decided that the druids were responsible. They rounded them all up in a massive wicker man north of the Forlorn Swords, and burned them all to ashes. But, well... In Camelot, maybe, but I've spent my entire life digging... I've been reading about their rites, and that they knew much more than we do. It's like I need to find the right spell.
Me falta clavel. Salvia. Rosa. Aconito, narciso, clavel. Pi.
Ah, you're back! Thank you! I'll finally be... Here, take this as my...
Thank you. Me dio un objeto muy útil. Me falta gente allá arriba. Re aburrido este capítulo. Está hablando con gente solamente.
If I just stay put, everything will be just fine.
What's the feet? Your feet! I swear, your nosiness will be the death of... I'm Owen. It's safe. I can keep... And when the weirdness comes... I have every... And you. The fly... No, I can handle it. I let Rark in. He doesn't talk. My hoe in your scalp. Always. You need to talk to plants to help them.
Loco pesado.
If I just stay put,
yeah.
Everything... Bloody seagulls! Can you hear me? You fly... A keep by the sea. I'm fixated. Me! Oh, you didn't see what they did to me, so I yelled what I think about them, shaking my fist. I tell you, they're laughing at me. And I don't like how you seem to think I'm a fool. I once managed to shoot a few. I thought they'd learned their lesson, and guess what they did? I need to try a different strategy, like the way crows. A fee? I'm not asking you to hunt down a monstrosity from... whatever. As you wish. I just need you to... I don't know. I'm not... There is one guy in the museum.
No me acuerdo si había gente por este lado. Yes.
Yeah. But sleep, damn it, is a word. No sleeping, no. The service is eternal. Where would we be if Seawall took... I shut my eyes for about 15 minutes every day. Sometimes 20. Besides, but I'm not gonna lie. You could stand on the walls all day and night and not even think about... What? Listen, pal, I never asked. I just came in the evening and then Yan put it somewhere else. Keeper's vigor. Good stuff. Shows what you... Once more.
Está delirando por el sueño. Ouch.
What do you think of scale armor? Scale armor. What do you think of it? The ones all the... Sure, maybe it's easy to make and doesn't restrict movement, but it doesn't provide the best protection. Lamellar armor is much better. That will prevent you from being run through. I read a lot about it. In Volume 4 of the Armourer's Almanac. For example, chainmail allows for a good range of movement. No, but I have knowledge from books and a lot of thoughts on the subject, so I... Shadowblade is a moniker. Arden is passionate about weapons and armour. He has great knowledge of materials, techniques and history. A true expert. Everything he writes is interesting. I told them, but they both said I know jack shit. Besides, the keepers rarely... Then the quartermaster added it, that if I don't... Perhaps you're right. Oh, of course. I mean, here's the page from the Armourer's Almanac that it...
Hey. Listen, she's learning how to... They always make fun of me for not knowing how to read. And Enid is still learning. I don't want them to make stupid jokes about... I know our village is in the arse end and no... Maybe my sister will... Oh, thanks. No, you must have missed... What do I do now? I don't... I should go back to him. I have to think... I don't know. Sorry.
Pobrecito. Creo que no me falta nadie. Me falta Fargas.
How you to keep me company up? Just kidding. Loved it. Always windy. You don't say. I didn't... Our... beloved quartermaster. I just got drunk in the tavern and lost half my pay. But I mean, why would he even care? It was my... Oh, aye. I need a warm coat. Osprey might have something in stock or... Oh, come on. Can't you see him? Thanks.
Otra cosa, voy a subirle un poquito el volumen. Siento que está un poquito despacio. Creo que son todos. Esta parte de la historia es fomísima. Hay que estar hablando con toda la gente. No hay casi nada de acción. No podrían querer saltarse este capítulo, este episodio.
What do you mean? Not much, unfortunately. I only know that men, but I am surprised you. That's commendable. Keep it up. I don't doubt it. We have many we also have herbalists, researchers of the that. Indeed, my child. I have served in the horns of... As for the asylum, I only know as much as my I'm afraid that I simply cannot believe your... So it's your... As prepared as any man can be, swords and fire, but there is one thing. Well, even as it rests upon... The keepers may not see it, and if it truly holds back... Safe? No. But tell me, what is safety? So no, I do not feel... It's a sickness, a corruption. Many of my brothers would call it a curse. And yet, I wonder... It Kai, not... The weirdness twists and warps life, and that is what Certainly.
Tendría
May Kai...
basura. Fargas.
Sir, I haven't seen you before. I wasn't expecting any guests, and you don't look like a new recruit. And yet, Odrin let you... Most unfortunate. But that explains why you just strutted into the horns. I'm afraid I'll have to take action. The name's Fergus, and I assume you already know I'm... And please, try to be convincing. Although... Yes, I know. And that's why you're still standing in front of me. However, they mean that in times of trouble, these people... That makes me wonder. If what you're saying is true, he must have had a deal with somebody well above my pay grade. And that leaves only the captain. However, if you're lying, then you might as well have just confessed to the murder of a Knight of the Round Table. But fortunately for you, I've seen my fair share of more. Fortunately for me, this pen only means that I'm to make sure you're safe in the Horns. Nothing about helping you out. Anyway, welcome to the Horns of the South. We've been having trouble with the dead lately. The kind... There are more and more of them roaming the area. It might just be the weird... Anyway, I suggest you go... He's our huntsman. He keeps us stocked with meat, so the lads don't have to live on fish alone. They get pretty grumpy when that happens. Right now, Marg is the only other person who's allowed to leave the keep. I'm not about to risk the life of our last link to the outside world, especially when you're so... There is a local legend about a dark druid. Slaughter, that was it. He was a necromancer rumored to... It's quite an old legend, though, so unless he managed to raise himself from the dead... It's old. From what I've heard, it even predates the whole... The keepers and the people from the village below used to bury their dead there. Yeah, damn druids. They flooded a village of innocent people, just to show everyone this. I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad we got rid of them. It's not far, and it's hard to miss. But honestly, I'd suggest you go see Marg first. You don't really know what you're walking into. The captain forbade anyone from leaving the keep, so I couldn't. And truth be told, I didn't particularly want to. Your words, not... Good. Try not to get yourself... Excalibur. You want to pull it out? That's a good one. Well, be my guest. But unless you're King Arthur reborn, just as I thought. If you have friends among the knights, you'll want to talk. Because I said so. What? Did you really there wouldn't be much point in having... And have you helped any of my people? First, show me you care. I trust we understand. Good. Come back when you've proved... Ninian. I knew the Red Death would take him. Damn, you did right bringing this back. The Horns look after their own. Now that I think of it. Tortured. In the asylum, Brother Riagan said Ninian was too weak to survive. They came for him, and we even held it. And what were you doing? You look fine, but if you were there... I'm sorry this happened to you. Still, you have to understand, now that you... No risks can be taken when it... I'm Captain Brandon's right hand. He deals... Fine then. This is the keep. Otherwise, they're not... You're allowed to walk around the keep and the village. That's between her and the captain. Were it up to me, she'd be... He's not our first line of defense. The archers are. I'm sure the hordes of visitors... It used to belong to the keep. Ah, those must have been... Until, at last. What else was there to do? There weren't enough people to live there, and nobody... We wiped out most of them. Depends on your idea of interesting. There's a weird statue with a gong, but I'm not... I don't know. Ask Marg. I'm pretty sure... That's one of our tags. Every soldier I just hope the body you took it from was already cold. Because killing it... You know, here's what I'm thinking. If you stumble over any of our... Sure, they all swore to stay. It's part of my duty. But, since I...
$100. Ya. Ish.
Hey, you're heading to the village. Take this medicine to my father, will you? Go back. I can't promise that talking to him... Ah, he is this... But the father... If Haber doesn't know, the night... Because he received... When that... Not all keepers have been here. That serves me right for wanting to... I don't know. Following my old... Tried picturing myself as a... I wouldn't know how to read. Well, no, of course. A woman can be an old crone and still old enough to hold a sword, young enough to not break under. We all got different roles around the keep, sure. But at the core, if I had a gold coin for every... Look, it's Camelot's orders. I get paid. If they want to throw money at us, stay out of trouble.
Oh, mother have mercy. Not another one. That's just my luck. Take the post. What a load of crap. There's always some... The deck? Nah, just old wood. Onadar is always busy with his lighthouse, and every time I try to do it, I can't even sneak out to the tavern because last time That's a seaside village! What a... You do that?
That would be a huge relief. Truth be told, I don't know, but, well, you know how it is with... I'd pay if I could. Not exactly standard. Surprised? Can't blame you. That's the only thing more mismatched, but yeah, where chairs don't wobble. Not exactly a secret I broadcast. Most folks, but hey. Well, to be fair, now both of them are sick. And Haber's got no... So, he's sitting in a cage. His wife's crying. Oh, she's a real piece of work, that one. Her name's Lade. She came here with her husband. You know, sometimes I regret not getting married. But if I had a wife like her... No need to tell me that. But I can't. I'd rather sit here and hope everything works itself out. I mean, so whether it's me... No, not...
Gastacolm, el poseído.
What do you want? Well, I'll have to disappoint you. So you really don't know? Just know something is poisoning his mind and soul. One evening there was a quarrel between our group. They'd had a bit too much to drink. They hurled insults at us, saying there's no place for us here. Hard. Sure. I bet that bunch of wimps wouldn't last a week outside. Well, he attacked that keeper and bit him. It was serious, but the keeper survived. Afterwards, they chained Cole up and locked him in a cage. His condition started to worsen. Bastards. Surprising, isn't it? It seems that Quart and the local healer said he wants to make sure whatever made Cole so as long as that question remains up. But honestly... This might set in the morning. We realized everyone... Cole started acting... No. Only that... Well... He didn't make... It must have been some bug. Well... It was pretty typical. We started a fire, and that boy could always find them somehow. Ellis was on watch that day. I was in a strange place. I was trying to find him. I called out, but no one answered. I was alone in the night. We set up camp near the ark with everything that's been happening.
Buy something or bugger off.
Pursue potential customers.
I've no idea where you come from.
It's the vendor who makes the decision, not the other way around. How many people...
Yeah.
Everyone's always yammering about... I just told you. Sometimes you can also...
But anyway...
Yes, Kunakt. But I broke my leg.
After the accident, I was stuck at home.
When that contract I told you about fell, my brother got worried, so he came...
So he said we might as well do bit... You've never heard of them? They travel across Avalon. That's what Ellis say, and I... Oh yeah? Maybe you... I swear. We'd run around Connacht, drawing maps. My mother used to get on my ass for wasting so much... She got in with the geographer. Said some things I should... First thing I did when I... There's also a sunken... So I asked what it was called. How do you even work?
Long enough to know what sells. Not that I'd mind, but people here don't need much. Then there's the refugee. Sooner or later they'll run out of money.
They'll get kicked out, or they'll just...
se podía hablar.
Bloody hell, look at this. The old... They do nothing but shuffle around. I'm telling you, if I was still working here, this place wouldn't be falling apart. And who are you? I bloody knew it. Retirement, Maya. At least when I was still working. So... One day, my boy got it into his stupid head that they're all telling me I should do something about it. Or else like hell I will. I'm still here, ain't I? I've served my time. Listen, they wanted Heber, that healer from... Then he just threw up his hands, mumbled something to him. Hell, I should have been an healer. Wouldn't mind going around being a pain. These herbs. No idea what they're for. Good thing that at least the one... Yeah, right. You sure have a lot of questions. Hold on. Hey, secondly, I mean...
Estoy cansando de tanto texto.
It's like a... Get a bit... You see, back in the day, nowadays, no. Like a... How... Heck knows what... Curious, huh? I'm starting to like you. I like me brothers in arms, a kind of men, but they're gone now. We went in together, but I was the only one. A hard loss it was. But get a bit too in. Those tunnels, right. Well, me and the lads went down there to check if... But it wasn't just some empty cave. Looked like... hell, memory's all twisted up now. Wanna know more? Speak with Fergus. He's in... Now, I've... Feast, you say? Problem is, bloody bastards. I swear, though, when I drink, I usually pass out. My brothers did...
Tomó todo mi alcohol. Ay, ay, ay.
Beer from Kunacht, wine from Stale fish? Yeah. Look around. You mean the old pier? Well, first, why is it called that? A lot has been happening here, like people come and go and the regulars. Hey, not here, obviously. You won't see your old man here unless... You never wanted me to pour a beer and look at the same tired mugs day and day. I got mauled by a weird beast during a hunt. I was bored out of my mind, and since there wasn't one... No, I don't recall anything like that. But that means... No. Impossible. What if... Holy moonshine. I remember... I've no idea how you found out about it. Siji. Aye, of course he was a good man. Here, after what you said, I assume things are getting weak. Well, he died like he was a prankster like... No problem.
Who are you? In my day, it was easier to That's so. Fine. Not so long ago. I don't know. Would you...
Pero por favor.
Thank you. We used to come here, the three of us. Me. Hell knows what happened. One day he just stopped. We went to his house to get him. I feel bad for him. But Now you're talking.
Excuse me, could you get me a clean... My name is Alyssa Murray, and I'm not to brag, but... Thank you. I designed it myself. The savage tribes, the brave like... Give it a few weeks and everyone here will be trying to... Well, my Duncan is here on... I decided to accompany him. So far, it's turned out to be terribly dull. And the smell... Pray. Oh, nothing may... You see, I've had my eye on... If we stay here for a while... When I... Finally, he told me to deal with it. Well, what he doesn't... I'm not like the other high-born women. Fine. The problem is that the manor appears to have some occupants. Not legal ones, mind you. Who need to be evicted. You'll do it for me, won't you, dear? Maybe something nautical.
Hello, child. I can see that you're not of... No, and you don't look like... You can talk. Now, I'm sure we'll get a... My name is Lady Elaine. I oversee the Farshire... Oh, biding my time until a brave adventure... Oh, surprising. I came to the horns of the sun. Apparently, it can be found. However, they said that the Andraste wasn't The Last Voyage of the Andraste by Elvis the Light. But it's best if you read it yourself. You can read, can't you? But just read it very carefully, and after you're done... And they say young people don't want to...
Ya, llevo 1:05. Creo que es suficiente de tanto texto. En el siguiente episodio seguramente voy a seguir con las conversaciones, con las misiones, y después ir a la batalla, que es lo que me interesa de este juego. Así que bueno, espero que lo hayan disfrutado, porque yo no, con tanto texto, maldición. Es bien terrible. Además que, como ya les había comentado, yo ya jugué todo esto. Entonces estoy leyendo todo esto por tercera vez. Bueno, no mucho más. Nos vemos en el próximo episodio. Gracias por ver, espero que lo hayan disfrutado. Y estamos hablando. Chaito, gente.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't